ES News here with Dmitry, Salita, and the gotcha.
Yeah, go on.
Ready right now?
Yeah.
Andy Emilio for ES News. We're here with Dmitry, Salita, promoter, once upon a time fighter as well. People may not know that. Tell them a little bit of the history, how you transitioned from a fighter to promoter.
Well, I've been in boxing since 13 years old, and I grew up in the Star City Boxing Club, which has been home to some of the elite fighters in the game today, including Danny Jacobs, Louis Collazo, Saddam Ali, Shannon Briggs, Monty Barrett, Travis Sims, and on and on and on. And I was very fortunate to grow up in that very deep pool of talent, and grow up in the boxing business, and signed early with Top Rank, my first promoter. Then I was with Lou DiBella. Then I was with Square Ring. And then I did some fights for Golden Boy, and then I started promoting my own fights. And that's really how it evolved into a business for me. And I'm blessed to do something that I love with the deepest of passions.
Do you feel that being a former fighter, now turned promoter, gives you a unique perspective on how to approach fighters, how to find them, etc.? And since you know what it's like to be on the other side?
100%. And also, first of all, I have a lot of relationships and understanding of the sport from so many different sides. Also, unlike other fighters that are in the sport as promoters, and I think it's great and phenomenal, I didn't have the network support in the beginning because of my own fights, and didn't have the leverage of getting several TV dates to progress my fighters. I really started from the beginning, on club level show, and was able to scout out talent, put them on TV, progress them, develop them. And I say that before put them on TV, recognize that they're good enough for TV. One of these guys is Jarrell Miller, who I had his second professional fight. In New York City, 2010, 2011, had all the biggest promoters in the world, as they do now. And I was so surprised that here is this extremely talented heavyweight, and he's not signed to anybody. And I was very fortunate to be able to work with him and be with him through all the stages of his career. And I have a fight for the Unified Heavyweight World Title on June 1st versus Anthony Joshua.
Sometimes fighters will go back and forth with promoters and be like, you don't know what it's like to be in there, or this, that, and the third. Have you ever had to pull that card, like, hey, I actually am a fighter? Or has a fighter not known that you yourself were a fighter yourself? Has that ever happened?
No, that hasn't happened. They know. But it is, it is weird sometimes. Well, in the beginning it was weird that, to walk into a press conference and people talk to you as a promoter, not as a fighter.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, when I used to walk out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All people used to say, when is your next fight? Yeah. But now it's like, when is your next event?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? You all right?
Is there a part of you that ever gets, they call it the itch? Is there a part of you that's ever like, do you still keep up? Do you still train? Do you still spar?
I work out almost every day.
Okay.
Yes, so I get the itch all the time, man.
Yeah. So how is it when you're seeing the press conferences? Last week, Miller, Joshua going back and forth, pushing each other. Did you ever feel like, damn, like I miss being in the center stage?
Well, no, that wasn't my stage to be in center of. So I was very happy that Jarrell got his light, his spotlight on a very big stage in a very big arena, Madison Square Garden. I'm very happy to be involved with the sport, and I'm so fortunate to be involved with the highest level of fights with Jarrell and with this one, that still, transcend my love for the sport and nurture it and channel it in a different type of way.
So we know you have Big Baby. Are there any other new fighters that you have on your stable that you want to tell people about?
Oh, definitely.
Or up and coming?
Yes. I have Jarrell Miller, obviously, Clarissa Shields, Christina Hammer,
okay.
Jermaine Franklin, who I feel is the top American heavyweight. He's 17-0. Showjakan Ergashev, who just fought on Showbox February 15th.
Yes.
He's 16-0, beat Mikhail Fox, who was 19-0. Thomas Patrick Ward, who is rated number 3 in WBO, one of the best super bantamweights in the world. Really incredible performance. Arnold Hagai, 122-pound world-rated fighter from the Ukraine. Umar Salamov, fighting for the IBF light heavyweight eliminator. Abti Daftayev, 16-0 heavyweight, and on and on and on and on. So we have a lot of great fighters, and we're very, happy to be working with them and progressing them to the next stage of their careers.
Now, I've heard this. I'm not sure if it's true, but if it is, I need the story. Is it true there's a Floyd Mayweather sparring story with you?
Yes.
All right, so you Florida.
You know everything, man.
All right.
You guys really know everything. Yes, Floyd and I were signed to Top Rank at the same time.
Okay.
And Floyd was nice enough to let me train the same time that he used to train at. I was getting ready for a fight. I didn't have anybody to box. And I kept asking Leonard to let me box with Floyd. And he kept saying no, he kept saying no. And one day he said yes. And we did 4 4-minute rounds.
Four 4-minute rounds, wow.
This was when Floyd was 135.
Okay.
Hardworking guy, nice guy, was always nice to me. And it's been a great experience for me. And he did give me a black eye, but it was something that I felt honored about having, and it was good. It was a great experience for me.
How's your relationship now when you see Floyd? Have you guys ever talked about that sparring before?
No, I mean I'm sure Floyd has had thousands of sparring sessions, but it's a great memorable experience for me to share the ring with one of the greatest fighters of all time,
Absolutely.
maybe the best fighter of all time. So it's a great experience for me, and just another ingredient in my boxing education.
Where can the fans follow everything Salita Promotions related?
You can follow everything Salita Promotions related at Salita Prom, PROM, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and read about some of our upcoming fighters and upcoming fights, upcoming fighters. And some years ago, ES News, you'd always see Ali Segbag, but now I see other people like you.
Yep, exactly.
So it's good that ES News, the global brand, is venturing out.
Thank you. Appreciate your
Thanks,
time.
man. All right, Mark. Thank you.